Hello, I'm Tiffany Leggett, and I am your student's English teacher for freshman English for trimester 2. And I wanted to take a minute and talk about what you can expect and what they can expect out of this trimester. Alrighty. So I want to touch on a few things. I want to look at attendance, assignments, and supports. So attendance, how does a student get marked present? You have probably received a phone call from the school saying your kid was not at school. Now, it's a little confusing though, because you might see them on the computer and you're like, well, what the heck? What's going on? So this is how a student is marked present. Students should, number one, come to class. Coming to class Tuesday and Friday at 7:45 is the best way for a student to be the most successful and to generally the students who come to class have higher grades. So that is the best way. I have a lesson for 30 to 45 minutes, and then after that time, students are able to work on their assignment, to ask me questions, or if they're done and we're good, then they can leave. If a student is unable to attend a live session, then they need to access the class content in K-12. Wednesdays are a little different. Students should view the announcements for the task and then access class content. So this class content is where a report is generated that tells teachers how much time students are spending working or engaged looking at the class content. So attendance and asynchronous learning. So when we're not live, like Wednesday, or if you've missed any live sessions, students are expected to watch any videos or recordings of those sessions and complete the assignments. So where's that recording? In Class Connect, there's links for the entire recordings of previous classes. You click on the link and then it downloads it to your computer so you can watch it. Now, that doesn't work for everybody. So what I do is I also try to take shorter videos throughout the class period, and I put them in links in the K-12 announcement. So it's really important that you're reading the announcements in K-12. Assignments. How many assignments can you expect from me in this class? So let's talk about what a week looks like. Typically, we have a text and then we have an assignment that goes with that text. If we keep that text for 2 weeks, then you might have the text, an assignment, and then the next week you'll have maybe 1 or 2 more assignments. So as far as the week is concerned, you should expect that you're reading something and you're responding to something. Your response is what goes in the gradebook. Now this is the 3rd week. So what's in the gradebook right now? We have 2 responses from December, Credo and the empathy article responses. I want you to know that I'm not out here to just give you a bunch of work. That's not what I'm interested in. We're looking at focused, very specific standards and really paring down that stuff so that you can be the most successful and that we're looking at the most important standards that we have. I don't want your student to fall victim to the snowball effect. We don't have a whole lot done right now, but it's the beginning of the trimester. If a student doesn't engage until mid-trimester, then they have a whole lot of stuff to make up from, and it's nearly impossible to do that. So let's work together to see that we can avoid that, because it's absolutely doable. Right now, the first 3 weeks, there are only 3 assignments. So what supports do I have to help your student and to help you help your student? I use the Remind app. I've also given students a schedule or a calendar. I do video recordings. I'm available for one-on-one sessions by email, and there's some school supports that we have also set in place. So what's the Remind app? It's a program on my computer that lets me send a scheduled text to students' phones. Right now, the way that I have it set up is so that I send a message to students 15 minutes before class. Now, if you want me to, I'll blow up your kid's phone. If you want me to, because I know that some students, they need that every 3 minutes or every 5-minute alarm so that they're actually awake after 20 minutes. If you would like me to do that, send me an email. I'd be happy to just send them some annoying text messages. I will be that annoying person if that is what helps your student succeed. I'll be that bad guy, that annoying teacher, with your permission if that is what you want for your kid. You're like, yes, that sounds great. Please help me get this log up in the morning. So if you can, go grab their phone right now. Go steal it. Pause this. Come back. Are you back? Text 18010. That's the number. And then the actual thing that you want to write to text them is this code, the at A66A8C. If you can't steal their phone for whatever reason, because they're a teenager and they have it on themselves 24/7, you can sign them up with this code if you go to a URL. So you can copy and paste this or just type it over, take a picture of it, look at your phone, and then type it in your URL, whatever you need to do. If you want to be the one to receive the text, that's fine too. You are more than welcome to sign up and get my remind text messages. I've also given students an editable calendar. So it looks like this. I have the link in here. It's linked in the announcements as well. It prompts students to make a copy. And once they open it up, they are able to see the entire trimester. And I've broken it down month by month here at the pages and at the bottom with advisory also. So there's room for students to write down what they did that day, or maybe they want to focus on the tasks that they need to complete. I've given them a suggested schedule to follow on Wednesdays. And then here on the very far right side, I'm trying to work with students to help them prioritize their tasks. Students don't always know which one to do first. And so this is one of the ways that we can help them be successful, is by teaching them how to prioritize and how to organize, because it's a skill that we get better at the more that we practice. So that is another thing that I have. I'm also available for one-on-one tutoring. Fridays with advisory are actually now tutoring days. And so you can see in the calendar for specifics under the advisory tab. I'm also available by email, by appointment. So I just want you to know that although we are apart, we're not alone. And I want your student to be successful, and you want your student to be successful. And right now, these are credit-bearing courses, and they're doing things that has never been asked of them before, either the teachers or the students. And so we want to work together to make sure that they're successful this trimester, so that they can stay on top of their credit loads and that they can graduate and do whatever it is with their life that they want to do. So let me help you and help me help them and all of that stuff. And please email me if you have any questions. Okay. All right. Bye.